Still on Delta killings, Nigeria's former Deputy Senate President, Ovie Omo-Agege, has condemned the killing of the military personnel and innocent civilians in Delta State and called for peace between all parties in the Okuama crisis. Omo-Agege, in a statement, described the killings as a grave crime against the state. He said such extreme bloody violence has no place in the society, and it is clearly inconsistent with the traditional warm hospitality of the people of Delta State. While he condoled with the families and the military for the loss, Omo-Agege urged the army to show restraint in its operations to restore order to the community by not wiping out innocent civilians on account of a few misguided criminals. Let's discuss this with the help of public affairs analyst Jide Ojo. Jide, it's good to have you on tonight. Let's begin with this new supposition by the Senate president. He's suggesting the possibility that the attack might have been orchestrated by non-indigents of that community. Is that a possibility in your view at this stage?
Thank you very much. Nothing is off the table, but I think President of the Senate need to be very circumspect in making categorical statements on issues that are not within his purview. How could foreigners come and kill 16 or 17 of our armed forces members? And we know that the Okuama, Okuloba communities are in dispute. And we have seen these kind of things before. We've seen it in Odi, we've seen it in Zakibian, we've seen it in which other places? About 3 or 4 other places. So it's not out of place for a feuding community who feels that maybe the soldiers were taking side against them to try and commit this kind of crime. It could have also been done by pirates. It could have also been done by militants. It could have been done by anybody. But I think the president of the Senate should just have said, okay, we are setting up a committee to investigate, rather than saying that they are foreigners. I don't believe they are foreigners.
I think he has actually gone as the Senate has actually gone ahead to say there will be, they are calling rather for an investigation. You mentioned an investigation. It seems you are aligning to the idea that an investigation is required. This will not be the first time we're getting a call for investigation. In the heat of the moment, everyone is passionate until the next incident overshadows things. Do you accept an investigation will be speedily carried out at this time and concluded, an action, most importantly, taking that will amount to anything?
Well, I'm not a member of the armed forces, so I think maybe this question is best answered by Chief of Defense Staff or Chief of Army Staff or anyone in the military. But
I'm asking you based off the fact that you're an analyst of events in this country and you've seen series of investigations being called for. We've heard this. This is not the first time. So based on our antecedents, is it your view that we will have a proper investigation, we will get follow-up action, we will get a responsive response from the government?
Well, we can hope, because this incident really shook the country to the marrow. Like Amadioyi said, Felicity, it's a cause for concern, it's a cause for worry, and you can only establish the truth by investigating. It's when you investigate, you know the root cause, the immediate cause, the remote cause of things like this. But if I just hope that whoever will be involved in the investigation will be very dispassionate. I will not be biased, because emotions are running high. I learned there have been reprisal attacks on the community by the military, which the military command has debunked. But we saw footage of houses that are burnt, or burning itself. Houses that are burning, and the military said they have nothing to do with it, whether it's true or false. In a conflict of this nature, the first casualty is the truth. But it will still be in order for the military to carry out a thorough investigation and see whether they can establish the veracity of what actually happened. Because I learned these people, when they went in, they were well received. In fact, the traditional ruler of the community offered them cola, and it was only when they were on their way out, after they tried to effect arrest of about 3 members, that this was resisted. But whatever it is, it's worth investigating, whether
Fair
it's an
enough.
administrative panel of inquiry or military inquiry.
Okay.
We need to establish the veracity of what exactly
Happened
that we
there.
lost a major captain, and then, other soldiers, in this kind of
Let me
very gruesome manner.
reference one of the stories tonight, and that's the assurance from the presidency that there will be no reprisal attacks, because rumors have been going around, fears that the army might, go to the community and wipe innocent people out. Do you think that assurance is enough, coming on the heels of the description of the incidents by the Senate committee chairman, that it's a national security, it's a threat to national security and the stability of the nation?
Yeah, I mean, it's good that the president has assured that there will be no reprisal. I learned the governor of Edo State, Sheriff Ovie Omo-Agege, was also met with the president today, and many well-meaning Niger Deltas have condemned this in uncertain terms. But whether we condemn it from now till eternity, what is done is done. And what can only be done now is to mitigate the aftermath. And like I said, this is not the first time we have had our military being slaughtered like ram. And it leaves a sore taste in the mouth. I recall that even here in Abuja, the Brigade of Guards, some members of the Brigade of Guards were murdered a couple of years back, somewhere in Buhari area, where they are on military duty. So we see this kind of ambush from time to time, but it's just to pray that we do not experience this kind of thing anymore. Let's hope that the footage that circulated is sparse, and that there has not been a reprisal attack already by the military. But whatever it is, this also is a concern, security concern, not only for the Nigerian military, but for ordinary citizens of Nigeria, because we know what insecurity has been to Nigeria in the last 10 years. It's not been funny. We have had a lot of security breaches. We've had a lot of challenges.
I think I would like us to end on the note of optimism that you've shared. That we hope that they will do the needful, and that we won't hear any stories that will break hearts any further. Thank you very much for speaking.
Yeah, Felicity, we do hope that the truth will be established, and we will be able to prevent future occurrences by the grace of God. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Same here. Our pleasure.